Hi. So as you could probably tell, I went through and I updated my playlist and I put extra songs on it, like this one, Act 2 of Carnival Night Zone. Yay! And I go, okay, next song in the playlist, it's Act 1. Okay, that's silly. Okay. Hang on. That's a little too silly. Let me just go through and be like, can I... Can I do that a little bit not as, like, weird? There we go. Ah! I shuffled it and it immediately goes to Act 1. Dang it. Someone fix the YouTube music shuffle. There we go. Programming stream. Yay! So, yes, programming stream. Basically, it's not gonna be too much, but I'm gonna basically go through my code, be like, it's very simple code, it doesn't do a lot, and you gotta go through and see like, aha! What do you want to see? How you're gonna break it. Yeah. So anyway, just quick rundown of my code before I get started. I import a ton of stuff to do a lot of things. I draw in like stuff I feed into Twitch to make it give me, oh, music's playing up, hang on. Oh, there you go. Is that better? Sorry about that. Anyway, let's see, starting out in here. Yeah, better. This is what I feed into Twitch right here. It's just like, here we go, I open the files where I have the stuff that I feed into Twitch to tell it is me. URL, the website I put in. so on and so forth. Currently, the permissions that my program has to be able to read from my Twitch channel is Twitch point redemptions, which it can read and manage, and it can read subscriptions. And then it's the fun stuff. So here's my Scrunkle switch. It's just a simple, like, it's a simple variable that goes from 0 to 1 to say if, like, Scrunkle's on or not thing. And this is just a random lock to make sure that multiple parts of the code don't try to access a file at the same time. And this is the value of the redemptions for the break something. Specifically, every time something breaks, it'll increment by 1. And whenever it's divisible by 11, it'll be guaranteed to go off. Let's see, this is making sure that the number in the left can work correctly. Let's see. Just like video player for whenever like something will play a video, which is currently just break something. And the GUI for the number in the bottom left. Ah! Right, you said you have C experience. I guess that's why the Scrunkle switch isn't a Boolean. Yes. I mean, it's... I am so used to just making it 0 and 1s. It's like, that's what processes in my brain, right? It's just, that's what processes in my brain. I could switch it. If... I don't have too much experience in Python. Does Python do Booleans? I don't know. Technically 0, 1 is identical as true and false in terms of memory. Okay, cool. In which case, do not have to worry about that. Ah. In Python. Ah. So. So you're gonna skip all of this because the first thing that runs is right here. I call this function received imagination because the channel points are called imagination. Let's see, it just connects to Twitch. It says, yes, here's what Twitch does. Authorize and authenticate that, like, I can connect to Twitch. Open up the thread for, like, hey, you know, just if something happens, I call event helped because you're helping me collect imagination. And then have event sub so that I can separate out, like, subscriptions and like yes, observe and imagine. It is on. I might have to turn it off later, just if I make changes, and you'll see the number in the bottom left vanish. If that happens. Let's see, make sure event help isn't subscribed to anything. Since event sub points to the same place, it should unsubscribe event sub anyway, the same, because it's the same. Starting everything. And here, this one's important. Listens for the channel point redeems. And this one listens for subscriptions. And then this is just making sure that the number in the bottom left just starts running. So I do have a couple of goals for this stream in particular. First off, I want to be able to add new channel point redeems that like are fun and interesting. Second off, I want to make sure that anything that breaks during this stream in particular. Brain wants to comprehend, but you got 4 hours of sleep. Yeah. You were there the entirety of Cosman's like end stream, weren't you, Miko? I was gonna stick around until like 3 more hours got added, and I'm like, okay. I need sleep. We chatted for like 4 hours after. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully it was fun chat you had. So I'm not gonna go too deep into the explanations to like fry your brain or something. I will just say, tried to break my code. This is the stream, the safe stream, to break everything. I have turned off the cooldowns for like most of my channel point redeems. And as you can see, like the turn on and off Scrunkle is cheaper. Much cheaper. I can make it even cheaper for this stream only because like I want to see what happens. And it also helps us be able to like point out like here's something cool that we could do, or here's like something I need to watch out for, and put like safety measures in my code for. Yep, exactly. Turning on and off Scrunkle is cheaper. Significantly cheaper. Speaking of, I should probably go and like point out that code, but let's see. Exactly, Ryan, you want to do this. Hi. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So if you do that in quick succession, it, I thought it would go through and just be like, do the choking out animation, but no, it just, I mean, I can show what that part of the code looks like. I should. Every time that me, Cosmo, and Ugly RMVC ends up happening, and then Kaylee showed up, and it just had us chatting about the most random topics. That sounds so much fun. I needed to sleep though. I had this stream today. Like, if I didn't have this stream today, I would have stayed up and then just be like, sleep. I would not be sure. I would be asleep right now if I had stayed up with all of you, but it would be so much fun. Okay. So one thing I want to do. I want to update the amount of points that a new subscription gets. Because I think... I don't want Observe and Imagine to be more expensive. I think having 10 channel points to 1 Imagination is perfectly fine and valid. But having a subscription be the equivalent of 100 channel points doesn't make sense to me. I want to say that if I suggest something that doesn't fit with your vision for the channel, I won't be offended if you don't do it. Okay, thank you for saying that. So immediately off the bat, this isn't gonna take like effect during the stream unless I restart the program, but I'm gonna update the added subscription amount to 1,000. I think having a subscription be worth like 10,000 channel points is a little more equal. Okay. Also, go ahead, recommend anything you want, Ryan. If I have to restart the code during the stream, this will take place. It must just be me recalling the fact that I have somehow avoided breaking any bones despite doing a lot that should have broken one. I have broken one bone in my life, one singular bone, and that was like, I was like 3. I went down the stairs because I was like, yes, other people are going downstairs funny. I want to go downstairs funny too. And I broke my leg. I don't remember breaking my leg. I vaguely remember having a cast at one point, but I don't remember breaking a leg. You fallen 30 plus feet, I was fine. Oh my gosh, okay, Mego. Let's see, so. That's subscriptions. I just want to update it so that the update count is like, it adds 1,000 to the Imagination rather than just 10. Next up to the absolute beast of like, I shouldn't program this way, but I did it because it's easy. of the reward redeem. Interesting numbers get sparser and numbers get larger. So to make more numbers visually interesting, how about displaying the number in other bases too? Binary, hexadecimal, and dozenal. Base 36 too. Huh. Okay, that'd be a little bit weird though. For one specific reason why it'd be weird. It'd be hard to read what's happening for a lot of people. I think like how much of imagination there is if like it could change the base, because not everyone could read in binary or hexadecimal or anything really. It'd be fun, but I don't know. It makes part of the stream harder to interpret than it already is. Let's see. You gotta get to see how bad my programming is. Okay. So. I was thinking the large decimal numbers, like large decimal numbers, smaller other ones. Ah! Okay. So, let me see if I got this right. You want to be able to add numbers to a separate count. Maybe. Or, no. Sorry, I'm not interpreting this. Let's see. I need to be able to take a look at my different codes. Speaking of observe and imagine, this is the part of the code that looks at it. The way that Twitch sends out the like, yes, you have the redeem is that it takes the data in a dict and it sends it, right? Oh, the count multiple times. Maybe. I could go through and in the GUI have like, I could try to have a separate text label in the GUI that would display on like the top left, so that when you redeem something that would be like, show the number in this, it would like go like whoop, pop up on screen. And then it'll just be like, yes, and then like, yeah, I could do that actually, yeah. All the numbers change at once. No, I think that would take up too much space on the screen. Looking at it, it's like I had a bunch of numbers on the screen at once, and then I just had to change it because that one has a pretty chunky size of screen real estate, and then you have the screen chat, and you have my VTube model, yay, and you also have whatever game I'm going to be playing. I could see adding like one more thing to like the top left or something, but a few things? Nah, not a few things. If I had a redeem that was like, you know, display the number this way, then I'm gonna have a single spot in the top left that would change like how that would change with it, yeah. Okay. Speaking of observe and imagine, here's the code right here. It just says, with how Twitch sends out its like packages, I need to go into data and then read event. In the event category, there's reward. In the reward category, there's title. And it wants to check that title equals the reward name, and then it'll trigger all this. Where I'll basically just read the file that I have, and it'll say, okay, whatever number is in there, make update count equal that right now. And then I'm gonna increment update count, convert it back to a string, and then reopen the file, write it to that, close the file, and change the, right here, just update the GUI. And the GUI will update with the updated number that will just be like, eh. Let's see. One other option I was thinking about was like hide a binary version of the count in the position of some stars or something along the edges. That could be fun. That could be fun. Actually, that'd be really fun. I'd have to change the design of the tent a little bit, or have like on this specific screen, like stars going around the edges. That'd be a little bit of graphical like necessity and so some art. But actually, yeah, I should probably write that down. That's a really good one. Stars along the edges, potentially hide numbers there. Yeah. Hang on, let me just bring up notes on the stream so I can see what I write down. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Stars along the edge. Hide numbers. Ba ba da. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 da da da. Da 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 ba ba ba. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So because this is gonna be interesting to you, Ryan, because you're the one who wants to like mess with everything. I have the Skrunkle redeems right here, like the Skrunkle switch goes on. And here's stuff I have. I have a number to hold like a random value, another one to hold a different random value. Rando num skrunk. This one holds the time for like how long Skrunkle is there for the glimpse. And then here is how I'm doing the jankiest possible like random numbers. 1 in 8 chance. I just have a list with 8 numbers in it. If I want it to be different, I'll just add more numbers to it. And then here are the random time values that glimpse of Skrunkle can be. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So let's see. Here we go. When you redeem Catch a Glimpse of Skrunkle Clown, first thing it'll do, kind of like hearts, yeah, is that it'll take a random number from the glimpse list and put it into Rando num skrunk. And over here, it'll just... This is the core of like, I'm probably not good programming and I want to change it if possible, but I just make the entire program be like, sleep until you do the next thing. That's how most of my stuff in this code manages to work. Because I have a bunch of hotkeys set up with VTube Studio so that I can... Yes, exactly. So it's gonna go through this, and then once this time is done, it'll go like, brum, and it'll activate the whole and then I'll switch over. Redeeming Catch a Glimpse twice in a row doesn't do anything. That's kind of obvious. That's less a problem with my code and more a problem with VTube Studio. Because it takes It takes a little bit to activate my my VTube model to bring it back up. And since the Oh. Oh. Ah. I didn't expect it to do that. Okay. Ah. Ah. That's interesting. I didn't expect it to queue, but it does in fact queue. Ah. That must be handled on the Twitch API side. Because I'm using a pack. Uh-oh. Ah! I think there's a very good reason why there's a cooldown on this one. It's interesting that this can break in this way though. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Is it gonna do it again? Yes? No? Maybe? Maybe. I don't see it happening again. Yay. Okay. Interesting. So I think on the Twitch, the Python package side, not programmed by me, just like the Twitch API package made for Python, it queues everything, which is good. That's a really good thing. It should queue things. I just didn't program any kind of queue into my code, so huh. I don't know why it went off 3 times though for just 2, huh? Must have read one of them twice. Which I guess can happen, huh? I mean, I guess I could try to find some kind of discriminator in like the individual data codes. See if like a part of the redeem is just like, ah, yes, this is the exact same redeem that was read a couple seconds ago. I could do that. So the way this redeem works specifically, it will go through, issue out like keyboard presses to my computer, and VTube Studio has a bunch of hotkeys set up to do the things. So it's like tab, left shift, right shift. Those are the hotkeys to turn on Scrunkle. And because the term for those is idempotency key. Ah. Okay. If you know where they are in the dict, like that would be great. I might have to go through and like restart the program to be like, haha, print out the dict for me. Just so I could take another closer look at it. Actually, I should probably do that right now. Let's see. Should be relatively simple. How do you do new lines in Python again? I don't. Do you do new lines in Python? Hang on. I print other things all the time. I probably put a new line type thing somewhere. No, I just print. It does a new line automatically, doesn't it? I'm so used to C. Okay. Let's see. Say print. And I'll just print data. There we go. Easy peasy. So, let's see. Something that I found out in testing is that if I just have press, 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 it doesn't read them happening in that order because it happens nigh simultaneously. And VTube Studio doesn't like that. So I have to have like sleep for 0.1 seconds in between each press, so that way it's like, ah, yes, it's fine. let's see. For each of the models, I have a hotkey put into place, so that space will put it into optimal position. Which I think is funny, because message ID field is one to check. Okay. So, something else I want to try, but I'm not sure if it'll work, but I want to try, is that I have actually 2 neutral positions for each of the models. Uh-oh. Are we good? Are we good? OBS said like, yes, not streaming for a second. I'm like, I hope we're fine. Anyway. Let's see. There's this one. That's just neutral. And then there's, hang on. Let's see if I get it. Close up. I have a couple bits I want to do with close up. Anyway. I want to see if I could maybe add that, have some good things. Drop some frames, I think, but seems fine. Yeah. Nice. Okay. But anyway, that's why I do space right after I do, like, I have Skrunk activated. That way Skrunk is pushed to the right position. Yay! The main model, though, takes too long to load for me to reliably, like, space it correctly. So I have to just do that manually. But it's fine, I can notice. It sleeps for a certain amount of time, and then left control and alt activates the choking animation. And then it sleeps a little bit, gives me time to struggle. And then it switches the V2 model. One other thing I should be doing is I should be replacing the 0.1 with like just a variable called delay. Oh, it sleeps for the randomness value. Yes, it does. It does. I think actually that's helping with the whole thing, because if it's sleeping for the randomness value, that means it's not trying to take in another redeem at the same time during like the runtime of this one. So that way it queues up correctly. Either that or I'm completely screwing up my entire code. Okay. Let's see. Send Me Up works the same way. Spin Me works the same way. Banish Grunkle early is where things get a little bit interesting. So it checks the Skrunkle switch. If Skrunkle switch equals 1, which is like, Skrunkle's on screen, then it'll go like, do this, all this stuff, and it'll say Skrunkle switch equals Skrunkle switch minus 1, which is just Skrunkle switch equals 0. And so Banish Skrunkle early does not work if Skrunkle is not on screen. That's also why Catch a Glimpse of Skrunkle Clown won't have any effect on Banish Skrunkle early, because this does not change the Skrunkle value. It does not. I think there might be some glitching with that. Sounds like it's relying on library queuing, not necessarily bad. It's also usually relying on me having a cooldown on my like code and my like redeems. Because with the cooldown, it's like, yay! Okay. Let's see, there's turn on off Skrunkle. That will first check, is Skrunkle on screen? If it's no, it'll be like, okay, bring Skrunkle on screen. Make sure to wait a little bit for it to potentially load. And then it'll be like, okay, now put Skrunkle in neutral. Yeah, Banish Skrunkle early does not work for Catch a Glimpse of Skrunkle. Because Catch a Glimpse will always banish Skrunkle. Yay! Also, it appears it got a pretty large value for this one. Yay! Yeah. So I have to press space manually when it brings in mine because I'm not going to tie about how long it takes to load. But here in turn on off Skunkle, I just make sure to sleep for like 1.5 seconds in case it takes longer than usual before I press space to put Skunkle in neutral position. I should... Yeah, a cooldown on catching glimpse of Skunkle is kind of important. I don't know why it's going for 3. Huh. Why does it double? Like, the first one goes off without a hitch, and then like, the second one just doubles. I don't know why. Huh. Yeah, but I should go through and read into the whole value. Come on! Wait. Why am I still Skunkle? So if the Skunkle switch was over 2, what would happen? Theoretically, it shouldn't go over 2. It only checks if it equals 1 or equals 2, or equals 0. So if it equals 2, it would just go right through the code and not change anything. It would presumably be stuck at whatever state it went into. Okay, what? Oh. Oh, that's what's happening. Okay, hang on. I just realized what's happening. Let's see, I'm just gonna have to manually vanish, so... Let's see. Tab, that should fresh it. Ah! Okay. So I think I realized what's happening here. Banish Skunkle early. First time goes off without a hitch because it's just gonna run once, right? Chokes out everything, whatever. If you immediately go for a second time, it's going to skip something, I think. I think that's what's gonna happen because it's gonna go whoop and do the press for the second time. The banishing. Or wait, no, not banish Skunkle early. It's the right, catch a glimpse of Skunkle. If you do it twice in a row, it'll just, I don't know, I think it'll just go through and immediately like go later in the code. Maybe. Because then it won't get rid of Skunkle Clown correctly. I think that's what's happening. It doesn't get rid of Skunkle Clown correctly. Huh. Which can easily be fixed by having a cooldown on Catch a Glimpse of Skunkle Clown, which I don't have on right now for a very specific reason. Yeah. Let's see. If it was 2, what would happen? It would skip this one, it would skip this one, and then it wouldn't do anything. It wouldn't change Skunkle Clown anymore if the value turned into 2. It would just be like, nope. Okay. And here's my favorite one. Break something. Yay! So the way break something does, or the way break something works, it takes a random number from the num list of 8. And says if break redemptions equals 0, it just does the first one right. And it chooses like from the first random number from the random choice num list, of which there are only 4 options right now. And so it'll play one of 4 things, which will be like breaking sounds I have labeled as bunch of things falling, small thing breaks, thunder crack, and kaboom! Ah! How concerned are we with having no weirdness? I'd be tempted to add a mutex if we're really concerned. I think I should be fine, actually. Nothing should go too wrong. Ah! Yep. And so now the value should be 1 in the break something redeem. And so with value 1 in the break something redeem 10 more times, and it'll be like, ah, yes, the break redemptions is divisible by 11. And that's what the percentage in Python is. It's the remainder of break redemptions divided by 11. If it equals 0, it'll activate again. Which is 1 every 11 times. Mod operator, yep, exactly. Or it checks if the second random number equals 1, which it just grabs from the list that I have with 8 numbers in it, and one of them is 1. So that's how this works. That's how the 1 in 8 chance works. Ooh, what about a debug view that shows all the current globals? Yeah, actually, that'd be really good. Hang on. Let's see. Let's say every time it is accurate to call it the remainder after division, but my math brain will forever think of mod in terms of modular arithmetic instead of division. Let's see. So I'm going to just print. Let me think. Break redemptions. Save the imagination lock, which is the one lock I have to make sure nothing accesses that file at the same time. Let's see. There's some languages that do different things with negative inputs for modulus. Scrunkle switch, and then we don't need GUI since that's just the window. Okay, let's see. And just to make sure that nothing's going wrong, I'm taking a look. It's like, at one point it says error main, too many events queued, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I turned off the cooldowns for things, so it makes sense that too many events are queued. Let's see. And I do have it set to print out what the current imagination count is, and it is correct. Let's see. Did that update? Yep, that's updating in the view. Hang on, I can show this view. Does it have anything that's really important for me to not display? It doesn't. It should be fine. Okay, let's see. Let's see, just window capture. Let's see. Name it code output. Yay! And that should be that actually. It should be right. Oh, it doesn't like displaying this. Oh no. It does not like displaying it. Okay, never mind. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. Okay, let's see. So we have break something that just plays the multiple things. Ah! Spin me and set me up. Ah, that's a fun combination. Ah, ah. Let's see. Huh. Okay. Oh! Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. That's not good. Uh-oh. After a minute and... Wait. Does it work like that? No, it doesn't. Okay. That one's on the VTube Studio side, where it's like, once you activate it, it stays activated for a minute and a half. But if you go through and turn, like, use Spin Me twice, it just turns off Spin Me. Huh. That one should have a delay. That one absolutely should have a delay. Yeah. Let's see. And the code output is saying, like, it redeemed everything perfectly fine. Okay. Let's see. So now I'm going to stop the program. Redeems are not going to work for a hot second. That is started. And now it's going to take a little bit for everything to get going again. Because I need to authorize it, I need to check, and I need to be like, hey, are we receiving things? Are we a go? There we go. And now it should be good. So now if someone redeems something, anything really right now, I should get like a complete list of what like the data will look like. Hey, it worked! Hey, I have an idea for how to show this thing. And can I just let's see, display capture process. Don't do that. Don't do that monitor because that monitor will take a while. Do that monitor. Hey! Okay. So here's what it looks like. Ah! Okay. Why is Spin Me not working? Wait, is Spin Me working anymore? No, that was the earlier test. Okay, okay. So let's see. This is a lot to print out at once, and I shouldn't be printing out a ton, but yeah. 0, 0, 0. What? Hang on. Ah, here we go. This is the break something redeem. And then it, oh, hang on. If I just go through and say, break something again, it should say, yep, 100. And so now it's going to be 2 on the break something. There we go. So that should be good to go. Hang on, let me just see where the display capture is in my scene. Ah! Okay. And then, wow. That lower. On my side of things, finding modular in arithmetic using equivalence classes. Ah! Okay. Let's see. What did that change? Ah. Oh, interesting. It only caught Skrunkle Clown twice. Huh. Oh, wait, it got it 3 times. Ah! On that side of things hasn't stopped programmers yet. Yeah! Yeah! Okay. So let's see. One reason I want to bring up the data, and this is too much data to put on one screen, so I'm gonna go through and I'm just gonna see if there's a discriminator in here. Because each time the ID is based on the specific redemption. So that doesn't help. Let's see. Status enabled, type, version, condition, oh! Created at. That's useful. Okay. Created at could be useful so that I can check if something's been done again and just be like, ignore it if it's the same. Let's see. Prompt, only a glimpse. How horrifying. Okay. The Church event subdoc said there was message ID. Okay. Message ID is probably only going to be if I have, like, you accept text. So if you were to put down write something, I think a message ID might pop up for that one. If you had nmod 4, then the values are 0, 1, 2, and 3. Even if n is negative. If something like 4 mod n, yeah. Maybe the Python is eating it? Maybe it is. I wonder if I'm stuck as Scrunkle now. Maybe. We'll see in 30 seconds. Okay. Yes, username, Ryan. I see that. Okay. Let's see. So we have redeemed at. It was a little bit slow on the whole thing, but it did queue it up correctly there. Maybe it just doesn't like 2. It needs like 1 or 3, but not 2. Let's see. Broadcast name. Let's see. Broadcaster ID. Interesting. It's still going. What the heck? Okay. Oh. What? Hang on. Only a glimpse. Interesting. Yeah. Wait a second. Let's see. Created at 2023 07 272. Here we go. 04709. Oh, there we go. The honks are right there. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, if we could find, like, a value that changes with each redeem that's the same for this batch of Glimpse of Scrunkles, because you did not redeem it this fast. I could probably find a way to do it, to just say, yes. Wait. Exact same time, there it is. Okay. So I could probably go through and just check, like, created at as a value and just be like, okay, if this is the exact same. Okay. But because I need to be able to check that across multiple instances of the Catch a Glimpse of Scrunkle, I need to be able to go through and, like, okay. I need to be able to go through and make that a global value. So let's see. I have my global values stored up here. Here we go. It needs to be a string value, so let's see. What if two people redeem at the exact same time? I usually have a cooldown. So if two people redeem at the exact same time and there's a cooldown, it's not gonna work. Hydrate. Okay, I will. I don't see like anything else that changes. You must go get some groceries. Have fun with the programming. Have fun with the groceries, Cortez. Ha. Okay. So we're going to be looking at created at. Let's see. What's that a subcategory of? Okay, actually, I need to take a look at what the subcategories, the thing. Okay. What thing look at? What thing look at do? Ah! Okay. Just taking a quick look. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what's thing for? It's thing. It's thing. Anyway, let's see. So subscription starts there. And then condition starts and ends. Transport starts and ends, and created at. So it's a subcategory of subscription that I've been looking at. Okay. I suspect this is the same thing that's been happening with the double subscriptions for the like gift subscribes. But hang on. I could probably print data for that too. It's just going to be a little bit harder since it's hard to test for subscriptions. Okay. It gets expensive real fast to test with like subscriptions and such. So I'm not going to test that. I'm just going to wait until someone subscribes at a later time. Speaking of, subscriptions are now worth 1,000 imagination, so yay! Anyway, let's see. So I'm looking at subtype, subscription, and created at. Okay. Let's see. Test for duplicates with this value. And this is going to be dupe tests. And because I want it to be a string, I'm just going to have it be with quotes. And then I'm going to add that to the list of globals in here. Global dupe tests. And so now it's gonna say, I could just go right after, wait. Probably after these, after the redeemed. No, before the redeemed. Yeah, I could probably do it before the redeemed, actually. Let's see. And so I will say, if data, and we're going to be looking at subscription, subtype, created underscore at equals dupe test doesn't have break, does it? You can't just break with Python. Uh-oh. You can't just break with Python, can you? Break? Yeah, just break with Python. Dang it. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. I guess constant memory usage is better, but seems risky. Yeah. It would quickly become that, yeah. Well, until I have issues with it. Oh, whoops. I'm just gonna say Python seems to have a break keyword. Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna say thing equals 0. There we go. Perfectly fine. Nothing happens. Ah. That means I would have to make thing be global too. Yeah, I'm not gonna make thing global. Thing is just like my random thing I like to throw into the code, so I'm just gonna say thing equals 0. There you go. I don't use thing for anything. Are you wanting a switch statement? Let's see, if I just say elif, well, no, not elif, just else. There we go. Else, and then I will just, have everything else so that it fits under these statements. And I tab everything the wrong way, the dumb, oh my gosh, this takes forever way. Because I can't think of a better way to do it. Still not sure what you were talking about with break otherwise. Just, in C, you could break out of a loop or break out of a function just by using the break keyword. That's what I was talking about. Computer, why you do... Don't like that. No, don't do that. No, don't do that either. Select the lines and press tab, maybe. Yeah, it'd probably be a lot faster with how much there is here. Oh, that worked. Nice. Except for you. Why are you not... Wait. Oh gosh, it added an extra space to everything. Why not just use return? Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right. Literally just return. It's literally just return. Okay. It's literally just return. There. Yay! And then after that, I should make a dupe test equal... Yeah. Dupe test will equal... Let's see. Data... Subscription... Created _ There we go. Okay. So now it's gonna test if it's the same. And if it is, it'll just return. And I'll use the created at date to be like, okay. And looking at the created at date, hang on, let me bring it up here real quick. Let's see. As you can see here, or not that one. That one, yes. As you can see here, it has the year, the day, and I think the month. And it also has like time and I think millisecond. So I think the probability of there being a duplication is very, very low. So I should, I don't know. I could probably fix subscriptions this way, but yeah. Explorer using GCC complains about break, not in a loop, or switch. Ah. Okay. So I just have return here, and it's like, yeah, there we go. That should be fine. It should be. What comparator were you using that allowed break? In C plus Visual Studio? I don't remember. This is gotta be the stream of like you learn just how rubbish my programming is. Okay. Well, with all of that in mind, I should go through and just be like, not have to print data. Because that's gonna make everything harder to read and tell, and I already know data's gonna hold. So let's stop everything again. Restart it. Let's see, I have to authorize. The number should pop up again. Right about now? Yeah, there we go. There's the number. Okay. Okay, C compilers are weird. Wouldn't surprise me if something like that. Yeah. Regardless. Okay. So, let me think. If I were to do a redeem that puts like the amount of imagination in like a binary or something, and about the top left, I would probably be looking at, let me think. Because what I'm using for the Python GUI is tkinter. And so, let's see. For tkinter so far, this is what the GUI window looks like. I name it stream window because make it the size of the stream so that I could have the background be green screened. Maybe log if there's a duplicate? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll just print it out. Print. Duplicate cots. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Right, so here's where it'll just put in the GUI the number in the lower left, which because I have the GUI cover the entire window because I want to do more things in the future, I just green screen it. I green screen it for now. I might stop green screening it in the future, but for now it's just green screened. I change the font for everything, and I say, okay, for this particular label, oh yeah, I was gonna say, depending on what you want to do, you might end up needing to use, say, Pygame or something instead of Tkinter. Yeah, possibly. For now, Tkinter works. I might have to use Pygame later, but for now, Tkinter works. Okay. So yeah. tk.label, I make a new label. That's just for the GUI, text equals the imagination storage.read, which is just like whatever number is in the text file. Background color is pink. Foreground color is gonna be, well, actually no, background color is gonna be the green I use for the green screen. Foreground color is gonna be pink. Anchor it! And justify on the right. That way it's in the bottom right. Bottom left. What? No, I place it right. Right, anchor and justify right is so that it goes onto the right side of the label. My apologies. I place it on the bottom left using these two values, the X and the Y coordinate. Now let me think. If I wanted to... Actually, let's see, what would the reward be called? To display the number in different. I could call the reward something like imagination in the hex or something like that, right? Or whatever. Yeah, I want it to be reward. I could make it a really cheap reward that would be to just show / hide imagination in hex. Display the imagination count in hex. Some sort of lore thing about increasing confusion? Nah, I don't see... I don't think there'd be something I could add to my lore about confusion or something. Or like different... different perspective. Well, I want the name to be pretty descriptive of what's gonna happen, right? That's why, rather than like, Skrunkle, Skrunkle rise or something, I just say turn on off Skrunkle. Because that's what it does. And banish Skrunkle early, that's what it does. So I go to show / hide imagination hex, and the description is going to be something. It's going to be imagination count in a new perspective. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait, or imagination as seen in a different universe. Or, imagination as seen under different stars. There we go, that'd be a good one. Imagination as seen under different stars. And that should be fairly cheap since it doesn't do a lot of stuff. It just shows and hides something on the screen. So like the update imagination count is only 10, I suppose this one should only cost 20. Okay, create it. And now you should see it. It doesn't do anything when you redeem it yet, but you should see it. So let's add it. Oh, wait. No, I'm not doing cooldowns yet. I like having a name that leaves space for other options. Yeah. You see it. Yay! Okay. So let's see. I'm going to copy from a different one just so I don't have to type it all out again. And then I'm gonna put it before the break something. Yeah. There we go. And I paste it there. And I make sure to tab it so that it doesn't break everything because Python's weird. Redeem for displaying imagination count in hex. Copy, paste, edit. Yeah. Let's see. And it's slow show slash hide. Imagination in. There. So let me think. This is gonna require me to look into Tkinter a bit more. Okay. But should be fine. Like, I think there's just like a GUI.update for... Hang on, I need to look that up. Tkinter update window. Oh, right. I'm also going to need to add another variable for the whether or not it's up. We should be fine. Put it right next to the scroll switch. Let's see. Toggle for if hex number is on. That's going to be hex num switch. There we go. And so now it's gonna be able to do that. So we start with a if hex num switch equals 0. So I'm assuming Tkinter has like an update or like a something. I'm not used to Python as much, and I have to use Python for the Twitch API. So this is a good way to learn it all. At least I think it should be a good way to learn it. Or maybe I should just create the label at the top level and then like have nothing in it, and so I can just update the window. Maybe. Oh, actually, that's what I do for the imagination count, so why don't I just do that for that too? Yay. Oh, right. Looking at it, I was having a little bit of trouble with the Tkinter GUI, and that's why with imagination count that goes on, I reset the master of the imagination count, which is the GUI window, to the right geometry because it wasn't quite working correctly. You haven't really used it ever. Okay, well then, I'll figure it out. Okay. Right. Oh, right. Okay, so when I update it, it's going to update by taking a look at what text equals imagination storage.read is, and that's why I'm able to update it. So if I want to be able to have the text update again, I need to be able to have a global variable that will update with that. I use too many global variables. I know it's bad programming, but I keep on doing it. Okay. Global variable for hex number. Imagination hexnum. Okay. Is imagination storage a file? Yeah. Or rather, the specific file saved imagination.txt. Imagination storage is just whatever it's the name I use for the variable wherever I use the variable of like just opening and closing saved imagination.txt. I only keep the number in there. It simplifies things a lot to only keep the number in there, because then I can just be like, read the entire file, put it in here, because it's just the number. If I put more things in there, it'll make it more complicated to do. Okay. So hexnum switch. Actually no, not that yet. Specifically for here, I'm gonna say I'm just getting the number, then checking the switch, then making the proper string based on that. Yeah. There's a reason I'm going about it this way. That way when I set up everything, I can go through and make the text equal that variable. And so when the variable changes and the GUI updates, it'll update with the variable. That's what I'm using for the text imagination stuff. Right. I need hexnum switch and imagination hexnum to be global here. So make sure I put the hexnum switch next to the squinkle switch. Keep the switches next to each other. And then probably I'm just gonna put the other things next to each other. Where's the update part? Let's see, which one is it? Right, it's just at the end of observe and imagine. Whenever, right, GUI.update.idle tasks. That's what does it. Whenever the imagination count is updated, it will update the GUI too. And GUI.update has just basically, let's see. It runs this again. Just says like, you know, make sure this is up to date. Yeah, I think after the configure call. The configure is just going to be sitting in here. The GUI.main will just start running everything. I learned this. Okay. How about making a function that is called to get the string? Maybe. Yeah, I should just call the function. You're right, I should. At startup and on update? Yeah. Specifically, and I did explain this earlier, I don't want it to be there automatically. I don't want the value to be there automatically because it takes up extra screen space. And so I want, because that's why I said like, what was it called? Show/hide imagination and hex. I don't want it to be displayed automatically. Let's see. So I should call it just hex count. Hex count will equal tk dot label GUI is the variable for the GUI. Gotta keep it simple. Text will equal... what's right, imagination hex num. There. Font will equal count underscore font. And the rest can just copy of this. Okay. Copy. So will there be an additional label to hide as well? Or would making the label be the empty string work? I think so, yeah. Specifically, I would update it whenever the... show/hide redeem is, well, redeemed. So that'll just show/hide it. Let me think. Right, I also need to go, after here, because I think there were some issues when I didn't, like, after here it should be fine. Hex count dot place. Let me think. It runs off of the rough, like, 1920 by 1080 as far as the grid goes. Let me think. Y is height x, so I want x to be the same. So x is going to equal 90. Y gets weird. Y gets weird. Because 1920 by 1080, and the 1080 would be the Y, but I don't have the 1080 at the bottom. And I think by extension, I shouldn't have the 1080 be at the very top. Like up here. I want it to have a little bit lower than the top. The very top. So, about... Let me think. Because it's working with 1080. I have 130 less than 1080, so I should go 130 more than 0. Hopefully that logic works. Hopefully it might not, but it might work. Okay. So let's see, and you can change it later if needed. I can change it later if needed. So now I have to look up how to convert numbers to hex. There. Decimal to hexadecimal. Please don't just say use like thing. Yeah. No, I need it in code. I need it in code. Okay. In Python. There we go. How to convert an int to a hex. There we go. Bah. Let's see. For the idea that you want for a hex, it's like just call hex. Just call hex. Oh, hex function in Python. I'm just gonna quickly take a look at parameter, an integer number returns hexadecimal string. Okay. Okay. That should be simple enough. Let's see, just gotta make sure everything is, let's see. Hex num switch and imagination hex num should be global. And I put, yeah, let's see. So global imagination X num. There you go. So now if I go through here, hopefully with how I set up things in the window, it should just display automatically correctly. So if I go to hex num switch, and this is going to be if it's 0 at the moment, which means nothing there. Actually, this should be really easy. Actually, no, it's not. Ah, dang it. Okay, hang on. Let me just go to my observe and imagine redeem, be like, hey, look, you grab all this from there? Cool, I could copy it. That seems right. Boop. And I'm just gonna copy it. There we go. And then I'm gonna paste it here, be like, haha, paste. There we go, that should work. And then now update count, but because of the weirdness, I also need to convert. Hang on, do I need to convert it for observe and imagine? Yes, I do. I do need to convert it. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be a quick and very, very, very dirty kind of code. Update count equals hex, boom, int, boom, update count. Yeah. Do you think I might need to read the count in the third place later? Me, I don't know. Maybe. And then just gotta remember the name I put. So it's imagination hex num. And so here I'll say imagination hex num will equal update count. There you go. And let's see, what's the switch num? I have it hex switch, right? Hex num switch. There we go. Forever do feels like a place to make a function to me. Yeah, could be. Yeah, I could probably just have a function here, but it's fine. It's fine. I have magic numbers everywhere. This is not good code. Hex num switch will equal 1. So elif hex num switch equals 1. Oh, right, I need to update. I need to put the GUI to update thing. Ah, I forgot to put that in there. Hang on. GUI.update underscore idle tasks. Okay, I forgot to put that in there. GUI.update underscore idle tasks. There. Why not just else? You're right. You're right. Else. And for else, this is gonna be very easy. Imagination hex num will equal blank. Maybe I should put a, hang on, I'm gonna put a space there. I'm gonna put a space there because I just had a premonition of something that could go wrong. And the premonition of something that could go wrong said to me, hey, the program might not like there being nothing to put in there. And I'm like, that's fair, that's fair. So I just put a space in there and it should be fine. Just thinking if it Future proofing for in case it starts throwing a fit. And then this should be xnum switch will equal 0. And GUI dot update underscore idle tasks. That is the right one, right? It's update underscore idle tasks. Yeah, that should be it. So there we go. That should be it. Okay. Time to see if it breaks. Ah! Okay. It got to authorization well enough, so that means the window should be fine. There we go. The window is up. Does it feel worth to handle the imagination account being a non-number string? Yeah. Specifically because I think it displays, in the GUI a lot easier if I do that. Okay. And now it's time. Show/hide imagination. Frick! Ah! Okay. It didn't work. It didn't work. Ah! Okay, let's see. Checking the values now. It was redeemed. It was redeemed. Didn't work. So I can think of a couple reasons why it wouldn't work. Oh, yeah, that I just thought of the reason why it wouldn't work, frick. Ah! It's because tkinter is really, really weird about having things have geometry, and despite the fact that this right here sets the geometry of the window itself, it's telling it imagination account exists that has geometry. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Hex count dot master dot geometry would be 1920 by 1080. There. Okay. There. And that should work correctly. That should work correctly. Number is going to display. There it is. And now, shaboom. Ah! It didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. In which case, I'm seeing it as one of two possible options. One of two options is happening here. The first option is that it's not updating the global variable correctly. The second option is that it's kind of dumb for me to be using a global variable, and it's easier when I have a separate saved file. Because a separate saved file is like, yes, it just pulls from that file rather than the program. One of those two. That's what I think is happening. Because aside from that, it should just be working fine. Just right. Ha! Wait. There's a third option. Hang on. And cut you. And put you after. And if this breaks the other count, I have an issue, but I know it's kind of going. I have a big idea of what's going on. Do you ever need to tell Tkinter about imagination count somewhere? Let's see. Cause I have here, imagination storage equals open, count font, imagination count. That's the first time imagination count is brought up in the code. That is the very first time. It is not brought up earlier. Because this is where I'm initializing everything. This beginning of the code is where I'm initializing everything. So this is the first time imagination count is brought up. Hang on. Oh. Whoops. Damn it. You're right. Okay. I just click it. It's highlighting everything. And then I'm like looking at it and I'm like, oh. That's why it's working, because it's configure. Okay. So I gotta go to hex count.configure. And that's how that works. Okay. Hex count.configure text equals what was it? Imagination hex num. It's a much easier switch than I thought it'd be. Okay. And here I just have hex count dot configure text would equal space. There we go. And now it should work. Does value passed in at start have any characters in it? Yeah, it has one space. I specifically put in one space because I thought it might throw a fit. So I put in one space just to be like, hey, there's a thing here. You don't have to worry. What the heck? That music started out wrong. Okay. Still nothing by default. Hey! There it is! There it is! Yay! That's a little bit too low for my liking though, so I'm gonna have to change that, but there it is! Ah, right. Right. Okay. I gotta fix that too, but we made progress. I just had to fix that too. Okay. Let's see. So what's the number right now? It's 130. 130 is too low. So I want to raise that up a bit. Let's try 50. There we go. And then for observe and imagine, because imagination hex count is global, I can just go and observe and imagine and have it update with that too. So hex count equals hex count, imagination count dot configure hex count dot configure text will equal what did I name it again? Imagination hex num. Is it capitalized? No, it's not, because I practice good naming. Or at least consistent naming. Which is important. Okay. So if I stop you... and I start you... okay... let's open it up. I think that the normal count should have updated, but didn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Ah! Okay. Boink. There it is. Snake case and camel case. It's fine-ish. You're right. You're right. Okay. Ah! Oh, wait. Hang on. Did I do that in here? Let's see. I open it. I never closed it. Ah! Wait, I do close it. Okay, I do close the file. What the heck is happening then? Why would adding this break it? Because Imagination Count should still be up, and Imagination Count was working. Huh. Why did that break? Why did that break? It shouldn't break. Huh. I gotta start it up again and then see what is giving me in the logs, because if it just says everything's working well, that just means the program is not liking itself. Just fine, it's great to like yourself. Oh dear! Do you have Git or a different VCS setup here? I don't quite know what you mean. Sorry. Okay, observe and imagine. Do you work just on its own? Yes. Okay. And then show, hide, imagination, hex. Huh. Both of them are broken now. Both of them are broken now. Okay. So if we're looking at two things broken, both of them are broken. Okay. How do I fix this? Okay. Okay. Something about how I added everything. Update count should be a local variable, which means it doesn't interact with anything else. Version control system, basically programmed to help manage different versions code. I don't have that. I don't have that set up. Okay. Let's see. So we have here. Okay. Here's what I've gathered. That's supposed to just be a colon, not a... Where are you talking about? Python doesn't use semicolons. Hang on. Twitch chat thing. Twitch chat thing? I don't know what you're referring to. Okay. Frick. Guess it doesn't show for you. Okay. But anyways. Actually, I gotta take a look at the... Yeah. Supposed to be taking a look at this. I see what's happening. This is... Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Why does it say that this equals... I don't know. But... is this bringing up duplicate cot? Duplicate cot? Duplicate cot? And considering that the issue of duplicates isn't that big of a deal, it's funny, but it's like the cooldown should save me from having to deal with the worst of it. I'm just gonna delete this. Because I got the wrong thing in the duplicates. I got the wrong thing in duplicate. And so now it should work perfectly. Well, not perfectly. I'm gonna have to put a delay on things now, but it's fine. It's fine. Nah. That's not necessarily something I wanted to add anyway. It was a quick fix. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it has a large learning curve. Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh, that's the other problem. Okay, it doesn't update you. Of course it doesn't. Okay. Okay. I mean, I suppose just the show height of agitation in Hex could just be like, do thing. Yeah, I could just hang on. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da, ba, da, ba, 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 da. Let's copy this. Copy you. Oh, wait, right. Copy these two. There. This is the definition of scuff code. Yay. Right, except I want to change the name from update count. Suggestion about using a function to calculate the hex string. Yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah, that works. That works too. That works too. Actually, no, that just works. In which case, let's see. I could say if hex num switch equals 1, hex update count will equal hex update count. Ah. There we go. Ba, ba, ra, ba, ba. Or No, I don't have to do that. I don't have to be so dumb. I'm gonna say imagination hexnum. There you go. And then it'll just be like, haha! And then now if I do it... Authorize it. Wait for everything to open up. There we go. Now if I show/hide it. And Riot, if you would do the honors of observing and imagining. I don't need it to be global. It just... You're right. You're right. Woo! It worked! Yeah! Okay. There we go. Yeah, every time you read it, you just... Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Yay, it works! Okay, that's still a little bit low for my liking, so I'm gonna raise up the position a little bit. From 50 to 30. Boink. Ah! Okay. Or, wait, I could just do 50. 50. Yay. And then let's see if I can bring up the hex code for the particular like text I have for the stuff, because that's just an OBS. I didn't want to bother with programming it more, but let's see. Can I see the hex code for this? Let's see. What's your hex code? Show me your hex code. What is your hex code? I need it. F714FF. Okay, please remember that. F714FF. Because I can go through. F714FF. Okay. And I could have a different label to go above it. That's going to be in a smaller font. So rather than 96, I'm just going to have it be 48. 48. Yeah. F714FF, thank you. Then I'm gonna say small underscore font will equal font size will equal 48. And then I'm gonna have a separate could also pull it out into a constant. Okay. It's fine. Let's see. For hex count text. Let's just copy from hex count. Paste. Except I'm going to change this for the foreground to be F714FF. 714FF. There we go. Oh, and for the font to be small font. Okay, you're the one who will be maintaining this later, not me. Yeah? Yeah? This is strictly a me thing, and I will suffer later for my... impertinence. Okay, oh, text is also gonna be... blank. blank by default. Blank by default. This one I don't need to update as much, so it's gonna be fine if I don't like reconfigure it a lot. Next count text dot place. Gonna be I want it to be a little bit further left, so that's gonna be x equals 30. And y will equal 20. There we go. And so now, all I have to do for that one, hex count text, is going to be in show/hide. Oh, come on. Okay, so it's going to be hex count text dot configure. Text will be amount of imagination in hex is. There we go. And for you, I just have to say hex count text dot configure. Text would equal blank. And there we go. And if I'm right, which I know I'm probably not, but that's why we're doing this. Okay. Number comes up. There we go. And show/hide. Boink. No! Ah! Dang it. It's off. It's off. It needs to be smaller. Okay. So the normal count description done elsewhere? I don't remember seeing it in the code. Oh, it's just done in OBS. It's done in OBS. But this one, I'm trying to be clever about it, and so I'm not putting this one in OBS. I'm regretting trying to be clever about it, but hey. Okay, so it needs to be smaller. And it also needs to be higher. Okay. Okay. There's a number, and if I do show/hide in hex, there we go! Woo! It works! It works! It works! Yay! There we go, Ryan. Ah! Ah! Yeah. Okay, and one more should bring. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! It works! Huh? Huh. There's one problem though. One problem that just occurred to me, and I'm like, oh no, wait, hang on, it doesn't work, but it does work. It just. I forgot about the subscriptions. I forgot about the subscriptions. I forgot to update that code. Let's just, let's see. First, just copy you. No, dot cop, no, ah! Dag now, okay. I could just... I could just copy everything from that. Because it's the exact same. It's the exact same, which tells me I should just make it a function, but I don't because I'm dumb. Because my programmer brain goes, why? Okay. There we go. And since it's the exact same code as what's in under Observe and Imagine, it should work the exact same. The only difference is that it adds 1,000 instead of 1. That's the only difference. Ah. Also, I'm gonna print data because I want to read, like, what the exact, like, what that is. Okay. Now I just close it, I open it, and it should be the new version. Ah. Authorize, there we go. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah. So, there we go. Spent like 2 hours roughly doing that. Any other suggestions, Ryan? Because that worked. That worked. And I updated the subscription counter to be higher so that it's worthwhile to subscribe to add to the count. Is there an underlying reason why you don't want to add functions when stuff is the same and feels like it won't change? No. Not in the slightest. I'm lazy. And okay. I heavily suspect it is executive dysfunction kicking in, where it's just like, some things, I'm just like, my brain is like, no, you can't, no. And even when it's harder to go about the other way, it's like, I can only go about the other way because my brain is just like, it's like an insurmountable wall. It's not the most fun to deal with. Not the most fun to deal with. I mean, I could, and I really should, but I don't because... Bad programming. Don't do what I do. Does Visual Studio have a function extract thing in the context menu? Maybe. I think it does. I think it does. Like his next episode. Oh, yeah, probably. Give me a second. I just go. Whoop. Let's see. Quick actions, I think I'd be under. I don't see anything. Quick actions. Nothing! I see nothing! Final references, type definition, breakpoint snippets. Outlining. Annotation? Nope. Nothing. Okay. That's something I should do later. I mean... Okay. What I gotta do something now. It's hard to write that in a dynamic programming language. Like, yeah. I'm gonna do something. Let's see. Cat. This is something that I'm gonna do now. Key press delay. And I'm gonna find every occasion of 0.1 and replace it with key press delay. Ah! Wait, there should be just something in the... There should be something to... Hang on. I think that's function I could do. Find 0.1. There we go. And let's see. Is there anything here that says I could replace with? Find all. I don't get it. If you have no other idea, just display a star with T-Conter might be something to try. Yeah. That could be fun. I don't know how to do that specifically though, but I will learn it. Displaying text is pretty much the simplest thing I could do right now. Displaying images should be next. But yeah, I need to go through and just... I have a lot of 0.1s. That's going to be a lot easier to deal with if I just put in key press delay there. That way I could change one variable rather than all of them at once. So it's just, yeah. The delight of fixing magic numbers. I'm thinking about it, like in college they definitely teach you don't use magic numbers. Don't use magic numbers. We know you don't trust this and we know you don't believe this, but don't use magic numbers. Could also put that sleep into a function. Yeah, I could. But considering that I have the specific time not sleep between different hotkeys, it would basically be replacing a one-line function for a different one-line call for function. There'd be no points. What would be more useful is if I went through and I just made, and this would take me a while to do. I don't feel like doing it right now, since, the number would be easy. Yes, it would be. Yes, it would be. Something that would be more useful for me to do, and would make more sense in my head, is if for, let's say, catch a glimpse of Skunkle Clown, I just had a function that said, activate Skunkle Clown. And then I just called that rather than doing this. And then I could do that for a turn on and off and also catch a glimpse. Add more lines later, but this is a style thing. Yeah, it's a style thing. Let's see. Gotta look down rather than at my stream for this. So that's scrolling. Yeah. Overall, yeah. I just gotta fix this. I did add more songs to my regular, like, just stream playlists that I keep. But I should go through and add more songs because it's looped, like, twice now? It's looped twice now. Maybe you could even put it in another Python file if you felt like it. I don't feel like it. Like, the biggest enemy to my code is me and whether or not I feel like doing something. I feel like there's like... You could probably say something like, meaningful from that. The biggest enemy to my code is me. Totally fair, yeah. I don't know, just think about it. It's like, legitimately, the biggest enemy to any code are users. You have to be able to program around users. And the biggest enemy to my code is... Hey, multiple files are overrated. Yes, they are. Except for the text files that enables me to keep my app secret and app ID out of this program so that I can actually show it on stream without worrying about, like, rogue programmers going in and saying, aha, I get all of the access to all of your information. That would be potentially dangerous in a few years. If someone bothered to take a look at, like, my app secret and app ID and we're just like, aha, I can hack you. Ahaha. Yes, additional files need a reason to exist. Exactly. They're not inherently virtuous like some people seem to. Yeah, it's just kind of weird. I mean, I will say this. It's just, I think a lot of people have something they plug into their brain as like inherently morally correct. Like a lot of the time, there's just some aspects that they're just like, this is morally right. This is morally, yeah. Blasphemy also, what are we talking about, Law? We're talking about just putting parts of your program into different files even when they don't need to be. Also, I'm going through and I'm finally fixing my magic numbers problem. Yeah. Hey, Wackerly, the way you can mess with right now is that you can very easily hide the hexadecimal. You can hide the hex easy, and you can have like a hex war. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was fracking with the code like crazy. 70 files at least. Ah! It's fine. Yeah. So yeah, I added that specifically because I didn't want to have like a lot of things plugging up the screen. And I feel like one more element aside from like the imagination account and the chat and me is just, that's the step too far for me. That's where it's like, yeah, that's plugging it up too much. And so that's why that redeem is a show and a hide. Okay. And now, if I need to change this value in the future, like if 0.1 is too long, I need to go for 0.05 or something, I could just... Oh, whoops. Change the key, press delay variable. And this is just aesthetic. This doesn't do anything yet. Okay. Back with the code, no comments, rewrite core functions, and everything will be fine. And this is why you aren't a programmer. Pulling out a value into a named constant, assuming you don't tie two unrelated values together, has never been emulator. It bit me when I was writing this code specifically. Specifically this code. because the key press delay used to be 0.2 or 3. And I realized that delayed it too long. That was too long. And I could have the amount of time it takes for the value to go off. But I went through and I had it all at 0.2 and I had to go through and be like, okay, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. And it's like, ah! I didn't fix it then, but I'm fixing it now. Not a magic number. It's just key press delay. And key press delay is set to 0.1. Right there. Ah. It's good. It's perfectly fine. Okay. My program works. Ah. Okay. Okay. So. Wackerly, Ryan, are there any other functions you want me to add? I mean, I could go through and learn how to put in like a star into like the GUI. I don't know how to do that in Tkinter yet, but if I'm gonna learn, might as well do it now. No! No, Brian! No, Brian! No! 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 Redeem the change key press delay to an arbitrary value. No! That would, like, at the very least, double the amount of time it takes for a redeem to go off. And I'm like, no. Implement Pogo sort for no reason. Ah! If the amount of imagination gets a high enough number... Yeah, sure. I can Pogo sort the numbers for fun and then have it just update to me correctly. But that would only be if I reached like 5 digits of like the amount of imagination. Never use it, just know it's there. No, I would absolutely use it. If I implement Pogo sort, I would have a redeem that would just be like, Pogo sort the numbers. And the numbers go doot, 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 ah. But that would only be if the amount of imagination increases to a large enough spend. You got a variable for that already. Do I? Do I? Do I? Do I? Thing! Oh, yeah, thing. Okay. Yeah, thing. That's a variable I never use, but I know it's there. Hang on, where is it? Where is it? Thing. Thing! Yay! That you never use, yeah? That's just a variable I never use. It's thing. Thing I never use. It's never gonna be useful. It's not gonna go for lore importance. It's not gonna be a channel point redeem. It's just thing. Thing, lol. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of how, like, redeem to force a close-up like that. Like this. That's something I do on my end personally. I do that because I wanted... It's a bit. It's a fun bit. I could do something. Oh, wait. You gave me an idea and it's gonna be awesome. Okay. Let us make you do it. No. No. But... I have an idea. I have an idea. You gave me an idea. Ah, okay. In order for me to do this idea, I'm gonna have to go into VTube Studios. I'm gonna look weird for a second. I gotta look weird while I do this. But I think it'd be awesome. Okay, let's see. No! I can't do the thing if you're scrankling me. Ah! Ah! And now we go for the second one. Needs to work on Scrunkle too. I will do Scrunkle after this. I should have Tiny. Ah! 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 Either great timing or horrible timing. Yeah. Okay. Here's my idea. It's a very simple one, but let's see if I can do it. Okay, let's see. How do you rotate in? How do you rotate? How do you rotate in VTube Studio? Hang on. I don't know how to use VTube Studio. How do you rotate? Ah! Ah. Hi. Whatever. I'm gonna look it up. Real quick. How to rotate. Look at the code for spin. I don't know. In VTube Studio. This is a really long one. Ah, that's how you do it. Okay. Why am I scrunkles for so long? Ah! Okay, whatever. You only routine 2 again. Okay. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26. There's a reason this is normally on a delay. And I think that's because this happens. Ah! But actually, no, it's not. It's just because... Yeah. Spin will be in live 2D as animation. There will be hotkey and BTS for that. But that's all implemented in like, yeah. No, I'm gonna just do this in VTube Studio. Okay, this is enough Scrunkle. Like. So yeah, I think having a cooldown on Scrunkle helped it not break like that. Scrunkle countdown on screen. I don't know how to do that. I don't. And because it's time.sleep, I wouldn't be able to actively update the Tkinter window. I'd have to learn a lot more than I know how to do right now to do that. Ah! Okay. It'd be fun to learn though. Should probably learn eventually. Anyway, time for idea. Yay! Wait, I have to move myself to make this work. Hi. This is the idea. Because I'm thinking if it's like... Wait, what did... Force a close-up. No, I'm not gonna force a close-up, but I am gonna be upside down. Update each second, sleep for a second instead of one big sleep. Uh-oh. Okay. But my idea, because you said, yes, just like force a close-up. No. But how about forcing me upside down? I could go into VTube Studio. Let's see. Add a new one. Hotkey action is going to be move model. There we go. Select. Record this position right now. And then let's see, what's the hotkey I haven't used yet for everything? Upside down clown. Yeah. You could get around using the sleep function by using it. Ah! That flipped! Interest. Ah! Okay. Huh. I wonder, is the smooth bottle I added like going to actually work, or does it not take into account rotation? It might not take into account rotation. Hang on. Let's do a control down and up. Ah, it works. Ah! Okay, it works. It works perfectly. Yay! There we go. Okay. I could call this like hang the clown or something. No, that's too dark. I could just go upside down. So first things first. You can still implement your own loop if you need be. Okay, yeah. Let's see, add a new custom reward. Wait, hang on, let's see. What point totals do I have right now? Because this would be about in the same area as like spin me and send me up. So I think 220. 220 seems like a good one. Ah! What? Oh, I pressed space! I pressed space! Of course it'll do that. I pressed space. Okay. Dangling clown time. I'll call it beginning clown time. It'll be like... Put a clown upside down. Go to town. Yay! Okay. That'll be 210. Let's create it. Yeah. And then in VTube Studio, let's see. For the hotkeys, I would want it to go away after, let's say, 2 minutes. So fade for 120 seconds. There we go. That should be right. And now, pop! Ah! I'm upside down. Yay! I like this. I like this. Okay. Okay. Just leading into the cutoff. Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, time to sleep for 1 second and then update it, and then 1 second and then update it, and 1 second and then update it. Legitimately, I would have to put that in a loop. I'd have to put that in a loop, yeah. Having that outside of a loop would absolutely break me. Ah, okay. So, let's see. Which one is it? It is Dangling Clown Time. So I go in here and let's see, just copy one from here. Copy here. And then put it above the break something redeem. Paste. Comment what it's going to be doing so that, yeah. Activate hotkeys for clown upside down. Oh, and because I have the basic, like, put me back into normal position as spacebar, I should add the description here Let's see. Put a clown upside down. Go to town. May come undone. Ah, what should rhyme there? May come undone when gravity has won. At some point. There we go. Put a clown upside down, go to town. May come undone when gravity has won at some point. Yay! There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. No, it's not gonna be send me up, obviously. Dangling clown. No, it's not capitalized. Whoops. Clown time. And this one should be relatively... I wonder how possible it would be for you or Cosmin to get rid of the cutoff. Maybe after a break. Maybe. That'd be fun to discuss with Cosmin. It sends me into the floor, Rockerly. We already tested this out. Actually, hang on. Do it! Do the thing! Ah! Do the thing. There we go. Bonk. Did it at the same time. Oh my gosh. That is how Upside Down should end. You're right. You're right. It is. It is how Upside Down should end. Hang on. If it's how... Yeah, okay. If it's how Upside Down is gonna end, I have to go back into VTube Studio and have it not fade after a certain amount of time. Actually, I will have it fade after a certain amount of time, just so that if nobody does... Actually... that way if it breaks, it's fine. Should I? No, I can't. Wait. Actually, I could do this an interesting way. Okay, fade after a minute and a half, so 150 seconds. And then, in the code, I could have it turn off. But first, that would be a different redeem. Actually, no, it wouldn't be a different... Yes, Ryan. You have 2 numbers to play with now, Ryan. Ah! Okay. Let's see. So it would be... There. I remember it's keyboard.press and keyboard.release, so it's gotta be ba 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 ba. Keyboard.press. What was the first one again? What was the first one I set? Left control, yeah. Is left control the one that doesn't... I remember that one of the controls doesn't work with the keyboard presses, so I gotta check because I used one of the keyboard presses. Yeah. Left control works. Left control works. It's right control that doesn't want to work. That's fine. Okay, so left control. I press space. Let's see. So keyboard.press... time.sleep key press delay. Yay! And then keyboard dot press what's the one that goes immediately afterwards? Right, it's down and then up, not up then and down. It's down and then up. Okay. So it's down. Time.sleep. Key press delay. Wait, is that 3? No, that's 2. Okay. Keyboard dot press up. Hopefully these aren't capitalized because oh, they are. Okay, cool. Time dot sleep. Key press delay. And then keyboard dot release. Left control. Keyboard dot release down. And then keyboard dot release up. I could try to end it with saying send me up. I could, but because I have my neutral position as space, for a very good reason, if my bottle moves, I can just reset it to the right position with space. And because pressing space is easy, I don't think I should like have it be like yes, and then it goes like haha, it's up in the air. That it I don't think I can easily, because it's a move model thing. But flipping me upside down, absolutely possible. Let's see. Stopping it, restarting it, authorizing it to go through. Authenticate it is going to display the number soon. There we go. There's the number. And now it should work. Try it. Let's see. Who's gonna try it? Who wants to try it? Yay! Woo! It works. There we go. And so now after 2.5 minutes, it should put me back. Or if you do dangling cloud time, or I guess not. I guess not then. I just stuck up here until like 2.5 minutes after Wackerly redeemed. But yeah, upside down. Ah! Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, right. Of course it's not going to undo whenever you press it again, because it just moves the model back into position. It undoes if it's like an expression or an animation or something, but this is neither. This is just like, Yay! Well, wouldn't my redeems reset at first? Maybe. Wait. I don't... What does fade time do? Hang on. Because of VTube Studio, it says hotkey settings fade for seconds, and I thought that was a... Hang on, I need to check something. Oh, it doesn't, I'm just hanging here now. It doesn't undo. Okay. And the second I scrolled past it, it kind of popped out as like, yes. Because it reset to the maximum of 2. Yeah, I'm just hanging now. You are here forever. No, I'm not. I can press spacebar and I go down immediately. Pop. Ah. Yeah, okay. Ah. 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 Okay. Actually, I can do the same for Skrunkly. It's gotta turn off Skrunkly. Ah. Or you could press space for me. No. No. That's too, like, minute. That's too minute a thing. Because all of these are, like, either 2 or 3 hotkey presses in order to work. Usually a bunch in sequence. If I had a redeem, that was literally just press spacebar on my computer. That'd be funny for like some games where it's like you could mess me up by making me jump or something. But when I'm typing, or if I'm doing code, no. No. That's too minute control. Doesn't at least one redeem press space already? Yes. Yes, it does. It also presses a bunch of other things, so I know what's happening and I know what's gonna happen. I know what's going on. It presses space in conjunction with a bunch of other, like, key presses. It's like, I think it's the, yeah, it's Skrunky. Skrunky presses space. But Skrunky also presses a lot of other hotkeys before and after. So it's like, I'm not going to do a lot of stuff while Skrunky's going on. Oh. Okay. So let's see. We have added so far this stream. Spin! Uh-oh. Oh, that's a good thing to test, Ryan. Because spinning is it's an expression, technically. So if I'm spinning, and then I'm upside down, yeah, it puts me close to the ceiling, but yeah. Ah! 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 Well, isn't this funny? And it just works. Although send me up, dangling cloud time, and spin me would send me into the floor rather than up. Ah! Well, that's funny. Okay. Boink. That's me pressing spacebar on my own. So. What else? I like doing that. I'm not gonna have a redeem for that. That's just gonna be a bit I do randomly. That's just gonna be fun for me. Wait. Ah. I have an inkling of an idea that you're gonna do something here, Ryan. Unless if you've used up all your points. You should do that too. Ah! That'd be funny. What if close-up while spin? Okay. Ah! It's like... Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Would it take you long? Yeah. Yay! Dangling! Yay! Uh-oh. Whoops. Ah! Close-up immediately destroys dangling, though. So, whoops. Sorry. Hang on. I could just redeem dangling on my end. Make up for the fact that I got rid of it accidentally, without meaning to. Stop! Makes me so happy! Savory stuff just go whoop! That makes me so happy, oh my gosh. Got it, Dip. You're actually home right now, so you gotta prepare for the stream! Play Lobotomy Corp... Broccoli. Broccoli. Wackerly. I will finish my stream early or whenever and co-commentate for you playing Lobotomy Corp. I will do that. I will have. Ah! I am very normal about Lobotomy Corporation, I promise. And yes, I say that while hanging upside down. Ah! But yeah, Broccoli, I will. When are you streaming? When are you streaming? I must know. Yeah, you'll do it. Yeah! Once you start streaming, I will go through and rate you and be like, wow! Lobotomy Corporation! In a few minutes, okay. Lobotomy Corporation! Yeah! I am very normal about that game. I am very normal about that game. I am very normal about it. Ah. Yay! Uh-oh. Ah! Okay. I think just on my end, not in my code, but on my end, when I see send me up has been redeemed, I'm gonna just press spacebar and be like, yay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the code works. The code works. Ah! Ah! It works. Yay! Okay. We added more things. They are there. They are good. They are fine. Yay! I am overjoyed right now. Ah! This is why I program. Because it's like, when a program is successful, I just love it so freaking much. Oh my gosh, it's the thing I made works. It works. Ah! I am so happy. Ah! When code works is the best feeling in the world. Yeah! Ah! Anyway, I gotta pick up some Minesweeper now. Just because what else to end stream with but Minesweeper? I don't know why I don't know completely why I've become obsessed with this, but I have. It's just a thing. I'm into, it's Minesweeper. I like Minesweeper. I think that's a common use in program. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Pop. Okay. Hey, hang on. I gotta. Let's see. Transform. Edit transform. What was it? It was 1,000? I think it was 1,000. It wasn't 1,000. 300? No, it was less. You could probably find a Write Your Own Minesweeper tutorial somewhere. Yeah, probably. That'd be fun. Wait, no, that's a little too much. What was it? 900? Ah, perfect. Okay. Oh frick! No, don't break the thing I made. I did not think it. Don't break it. Okay, it's fine. Is there something interesting to do with the custom Minesweeper and redeems? Yeah, actually, yeah. It would be more programming expertise than I have right now, but I could just have like a small Minesweeper version that like you could be like play Minesweeper, have a text box in there, and then I could have like rows and columns marked out so that viewers can go through and try out like test something for a mine or not. I think that could be a lot of fun actually. I could program that. It would take a lot of time and effort, a ton. And actually, no, I couldn't program that. I don't have the expertise, but it'd be fun to learn. Ah. I still need to figure out if you have a text redeem, if Twitch API sends the message of the text to the program. Because if it does, yeah. Yeah. I think that's very loud. Hang on. There. Yeah. This is... What the heck is this corner? Basically, Twitch plays Minesweeper. What the heck is this corner? Immediately die. Okay. I can program that if you needed to. You're willing to help out with that. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a later programming stream though, like a different one. Like it would have to be a different programming stream. Because I think this one's gonna end and I'm gonna braid out directly and then I'm gonna be a voice call directly and be like, Lavalame Corporation! Yay! Yeah. Just got a notification. That is not what I thought it was going to be, dang it. Dagnabbit. It's just a message about medical stuff. Ah, okay. Trick a bit would be keeping the game savable to disk the whole time. I would just have it be a text file. Legitimately. I would have it be a text file. It'll take a little bit, but basically what I would do is I would separate out by commas each square. Right? So it wouldn't be that big, but yeah, I'll just go with plan for multiple streams. Programming always takes longer. Yeah. This programming stream was simple though. I was just adding like in a couple redeems. That was it. Yeah. Not a long stream by any measure, which is fine. Let's see. Right there should be fine. Yeah, I think it went well. Yeah! It's definitely a lot of fun. Very short, but didn't need to be long. What the heck is this corner? What is this corner? Ah! One, oh wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, there. Loads of fun. Loads of fun! Ah! Ah! Yeah! Besides which, it was fun being able to have like code just break. Like, all the cooldowns are gonna be put back on after the stream is over. So, yeah, a little bit of unfortunate there. But it's fine. It's fine. It should be fine. This should mostly be fine. Mostly. I was just checking to see if Rackley was live yet. Not yet. Tomorrow's also like Friday Night Funkin' Friday night. And I love my Friday Night Funkin' Friday. Yep, I'm dangling. And I might show Scratch and Melody for Friday Night Funkin' Friday night simply because it's a rhythm game and I like Scratch and Melody. But actually no, I should wait, like, because in a couple months, Scratch and Melody is gonna get another demo update, which is what I should be showing off once that comes out. So, yeah, I'll wait a little bit. Did the thing go weird? Or is it? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. That's just the edge of the screen. What the heck is this corner? What is this corner? This corner is atrocious. Okay, what? I don't like that corner. That's a dumb corner. That's a really dumb corner. Ba da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da da. So FNF moving will just work with dangling? No, it won't. Might need to get all the other mines to know that one. Yeah, I might. That's how Minesweeper works sometimes. That's how it goes. Oh, right there, yeah. And then right there. Oh, right, 3 has one right there, yeah. Then right there, and that 2 is done. And that 4 is... What is this line at the top? What the heck? What the heck? Why? Add motion, or it just can't usually work. Because all the directions are just like, they are me moving model, and the dangling clown time is also moving the model. So if I try to press the direction with the Friday Night Funkin', it will just undo the dangle immediately. Okay, I think this one is there. What is this top row? What is this top row? This top row just doesn't. I don't like this top row. Time to count. Okay, so this 3 has 1 more on it. This 2 has 1 more on it. Right? Let's consider these 2 as separate entities for now. If there are separate entities, then we have 1, 2. Right? And that would leave the 2 as either here or here, which would satisfy this 1. Whatever this one gets will satisfy this other one, so I'm gonna assume, like, well, if that's here, if this is here, then this is safe, then this goes here, and so on. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then I would need 4, but this wouldn't be satisfied, so they have to share. They have to share, I think, which would mean... No! Yeah, can you have it? Okay. They don't have to share. That was really bad. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. Ryan, please tell me when Rocket League goes live. Actually, Rocket League's gonna send me a DM, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. In which case, I'm gonna open up Discord. Be like, hey, Rocket League, send me a thing. Okay. $5, so that's Raid. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to always be awesome. Always be kind. And keep observing. Something fun may happen. Tomorrow! Friday night, fucking Friday night! Yay! Anyway, yeah. Boink. Thank you so much for watching. Yay!